Greetings and salutations, this is Imperator Vespasian and his ever-trusty sidekick.
Hello.
Today we're looking at an odd one of a build. This is a Macharius Omega self-propelled tank, or self-propelled gun. It's a tank hunter, basically, in the 40k universe. And it's based on the Macharius chassis. Macharius was a general back in ye olde 40k lore, who appears to be still around a bit, or the legends, and this is the vehicle named after him. He was a general who led a crusade and did really well, and the tank was named after him, basically. The Macharius tank, which is a standard battle tank for a lot of cheap Imperial Guard units. Typically the Imperial Guard will have Baneblades as their heavy tank choice.
Yeah.
Lots of Leman Russes and then Baneblades as a heavy choice. But there's only a handful of Forge Worlds with the standard template constructors to build Baneblades. So, and it's very hard getting hold of a standard template construct to build them or duplicate one. It takes a long time. Lots of priests have to write things, and every sentence every line of code you write, you have to do a ceremony and sacrifice a goat, and it takes a long time. So, what a lot of Forge Worlds did, they got a standard tank chassis, a standard moving vehicle chassis, and stuck a gun on it and called it a tank. And these now make up a decent proportion, since the Indominus Crusade, they take up a decent proportion of armour. Because a lot of worlds, when the Red Eye erupted and the Empire was split in half, a lot of worlds were actually cut off from Mars for about 300 years until Reboot Guilliman reopened the space lanes. And
see, Reboot Guilliman is awesome.
Yes, and so a lot of armies ended up not being able to get hold of Baneblades and began getting these instead from local Forge Worlds. So they're making a comeback. They were around back in the old days, and they're back again now. I think they originally turned up in the 3 mil game. The was it 5 mil? 5 mil. The game with tiny tanks, tiny people and tiny tanks, tiny. Epic. Yeah.
They're 5, I think.
They're 5 mil, yeah. Right? Epic are 5 mil. I will ask the expert on Epic over there. Who is currently painting Epic, actually, at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't paint Epic, it's too small. So these tanks were around in Epic scale, and then they brought them to 40k, the big scale, grown-up scale, that grown-ups use. So this is the vehicle. It's a scratch build job. It has a plasma cannon, a Titan plasma weapon on the front, slightly shortened to fit. It carries plasma weapons as its side weapons instead of a heavy bolter or flamer, because it's got spare energy left over from these that have just been channeled out of here. It's an exhaust, basically. So when you fire these guns go off too. So deal with it.
Oh, the thing goes bang.
You've got some oil drums on the back, or plasma drums, oil drums, whatever. It's manned by Steel Legion crew, and that's the build. That's it there. I'm quite proud of it. It's
pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And it's to give me a heavy ability for vehicles, because you're going with Baneblades with your Imperial Guard army, aren't you?
Indeed.
Yeah, so I'm going with these.
I'm basically going the standard Imperial Guard.
You're doing standard Imperial Guard army, so you're doing all the Baneblade stuff, so I thought I would go with the Macharius version.
Lots of Leman Russes.
And lots of Leman Russes as well, yes. We'll have to get on that, won't we? Right, anyway, the Macharius Omega is a heavy tank. It has average movement of 10 inches.
That is actually quite good.
Yes, it's quite fast.
That's quite heavy.
Yes, for a heavy tank, it's fast. Ballistic skill 4+, attacks of 3, that it matters. Weapon skill of 5+, for some reason.
Now tell me how good the Titan weapon is.
Well, I was going to tell you how many hits it had, which is 22.
I'm sorry, what?
22 hits.
What?
22 wounds. You can hit it 22 times before it explodes.
That's crazy.
It's pretty awesome. Right. The plasma blast gun it has, which is this massive blue thing here, is heavy 2d6.
That's 12 wounds.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Heavy 2d6, damage 2.
What does that mean?
24 wounds.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
Titan's at that. Oh my god, it's murder.
Yes. It's a Titan weapon.
Does that mean you and a Titan get wounded from that?
Yes, you can take a Titan down with this baby. Strength 8, minus 3 AP, and damage 2. But because it is a Titan weapon, it is a plasma gun, it can fire on overcharge. Again, still heavy 2d6, but strength 9 with 3 wounds, which is pretty good. And the good thing is, if you roll a 1 to hit on your hit roll, you amazingly do 1 mortal wound to the vehicle instead of any other catastrophic damage.
That's crazy.
Yes, because you got vents, so it just vents out excessive stuff. On the Baneblade version, which would have been 6th edition, would it? When the Baneblade first came out, well, I remember I had several. I had the version of Baneblade with the plasma gun on it, and with that one, if you rolled a 1, it did D6 automatic or D6 plus 1 automatic damage, I think, on that one. And then you had a mechanical damage. You rolled in a mechanical chart to see what it did. It knocked different weapons offline and stuff. Back in those days, you had all these wound charts. Like every time a vehicle was damaged, you rolled to see if your tracks had fallen off, or when your crew died, so you -1 your ballistic skill. You don't do that now. 8th edition is just straightforward. You got wounds and you die.
Yeah, what is the ballistic skill?
Ballistic skill is 4+ at full strength.
So you can hit pretty easy.
Yeah, 50-50 chance of hitting, but on 2d6. So you rule the averages, you're going to do about 12 damage a turn.
Yeah.
On average. But, and also, a lot of plasma guns, there's not much point overcharging them. Whereas with this one, you do an extra damage if you overcharge it. So that whole don't want to overcharge it because it doesn't really make much difference with just a 1 in toughness. Now you do 3 damage, yeah. It's well worth overcharging it, and you only lose 1 mortal wound. You got 22 wounds. Doesn't matter.
It's worth it, especially if it's going to be in the back.
Yeah. So now you've got the plasma cannon. That's a standard plasma cannon. On both sides, they're just exhausts. And you have a twin stubber which is set in the hull down there. In the hull, the stubber fires and goes da 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 because it's an old tank, just old tech. So they still have stubbers attached to them. Although a lot of the modern stuff, the new stuff used by the Macharius Marines, they have stubbers and stuff mounted on their tanks because they're just easy to produce.
Just extra firepower in it.
Just extra firepower, but without that +1 toughness. So right. Well, it's without the -1 AP. Same toughness, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's just it's like PS.
Yeah, they get the other one gets a -1. Right. So now this is for the Steel Legion. So this is only for Steel Legion. This rule. There are few. If you look at 9th edition, they are quite. Depending on which Imperial Guard army you're using, you will have different rules for your vehicles. Your different things. We'll have to look yours up when you do it. But this one has industrial efficiency, which is a Steel Legion skill, and it's weapons hitting the tank with an AV of -1 have AV of -0.
Damn.
Yeah, so anything but really heavy stuff, the save roll of the tank is still 4+, so you don't minus that 1. That's pretty good. It's a useful thing. We found it very useful for our Lehman Russes, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because we've got a few Lehman Russes in battle, and yeah, that's handy having industrial efficiency. It's got steel behemoth, which is it may shoot while falling back, and it has no effect on movement as it fires, because it's got stabilizers built in. It's pretty good.
It's basically a god weapon without any minuses.
It is a god weapon. Yes, it's a god. Well, it's a single god weapon. God weapons carry 2 of these, so god engines carry 2.
Alright.
So it's a god
Are
weapon.
you trying to say the Emperor's not a god? Because I'm pretty sure his sword is a god weapon.
Yeah, the Emperor's sword would technically be a god weapon because you could technically take a Titan down with it. So
Yeah.
technically,
But
I'm being really technical
only in the
now.
books.
Only in the books. Although Sanguinus does bring a Titan down with a stick. He lands on its head and kills the crew.
If you think about it, all you need to do is just get a Night Titan, that the Imperial Guard use,
Yeah.
and just run it underneath the Titan, and then its legs will give way and it falls and dies.
Well, you get 2 Night Titans with a rope, and you run underneath the Titan, wrap it around its feet, and pull. Think Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you should do. Just loads of Night Titans running around with little ropes. Ewoks. Paint them as Ewoks. Put fur on them. Make them go dum dum.
You'll never notice.
Yeah. All these little mini Titans running around going num dum num dum. Sorry, and it explodes. I just want to mention that. If it gets down to 0, it explodes, and it does 2d6 blast with d6 mortal wounds. So it's going to do a lot of damage. Most vehicles explode with d6 or something like that. Sorry, d6 inches or whatever. This has quite a big blast, and it does d6 mortal wounds. So that's bad, and that's per unit. So if it's surrounded by Tyranids and it blows up, oh dear, you just lose half. You've just lost half your Tyranid army. So yeah, anyway, that's the vehicle. It's not bad. I had absolutely nothing to do during Nurgle's gift. We've had Nurgle's gift for how long now?
3 months now.
3 months, and I've made a lot of stuff.
No, I say 3 months because someone's school's been closed down, but it was going on for a little much longer than that.
Yeah, and all the shops shut. We couldn't buy anything. We had no money to buy anything either, to be honest. And we ended up making loads of stuff. So we've increased the amount of vehicles that we've got in our armies by this way. So that's it. I hope you like it. I do quite like it myself. Now, have you got any questions?
I don't think so, no.
No.
But it's fantastic machinery, isn't it?
It's pretty decent. It's nice. I enjoyed making the crew. I had to they're all Imperial Guard. I've just put trench coat bottoms on them to make them look like Imperial Guard. Took a bit of work, but yeah, built the whole thing. Something to do. Past that time where you could, sooner or later you run out of stuff to watch on Netflix, and you run out of Audible books, and you wait for your next token to come.
Yeah, I was that bored I got a job.
Yeah, but I know it's terrible, isn't it? Hey, actually having to work.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Damn.
Yeah.
I've got everything.
You got everything, yeah. Well, we've had role reversal. The other one working.
Yep. Yeah, great. Nice one.
Yeah, so you can pay my wages now. That's quite good.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember when you got that first tax bill.
I swear to God, don't get me started on that again.
I remember when your brother got his first tax bill. He was an ardent socialist, like red flag and everything. And he got his first tax bill and became a capitalist overnight. Yeah, it was great. It's amazing.
They nick so much. It's my money.
Yeah,
I earned that. All you do was go, you got the pay slip and just deduct some money because that's all you do.
Yeah, I know.
It's my money. It's like taking 6 hours of someone's day. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, well, imagine if we had the opposition in. And then that big lump sum you got would be about half.
Wait, no, the big lump sum I do have. The man, when they take that £20 off you?
Yeah.
That's what you get paid, and the rest is
Yeah,
tax.
yeah, just because you got to pay for everybody else. Yeah, yeah. Right, that's it. That's long live the Empire. That's what I say.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah.
Long live the Imperium. Long live Macharius, who was a great general. He mainly fought orcs. Off the top of my head, there's a book about him. I read it many years ago. I'm sure that's the same guy. It just when I saw the tank, it just rang a bell. I remember this guy. He was a general. I think there was actually a figure you could buy of him.
Might be still.
Yeah, I haven't actually looked into it because I've been doing all Steel Legion stuff, so I haven't come across. I've only been going through Steel Legion characters and stuff, and I've been reading all the Space Marine books. So I haven't actually. I need to reread the Gaunt stuff because they're quite good. But anyway,
That's it for me.
and
No, wait,
everything.
no,
Wait. No,
sorry,
what?
sorry. Just keep talking, then
Keep talking.
then I'll do it again.
Right. I hope you like watching.
So
the
I hope you
video.
enjoyed the video, and now remember to like and comment and press the bell button and leave any comments down below about the Macharius Omega, because it looks cool and it's a Titan weapon and it's awesome.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's everything from me.
And everything from him. Goodbye.
See ya.